Of course, it would help if I had my playlist up.
Isn't this how every show starts?
Pretty much. We're never prepared. Hey, everybody! What's going on? Midnight's Edge. After Dark. I'm, of course, your host / narrator supreme, Rob Robot Shlomo from Shabby Road Studio.
There he goes. Actually,
and these courses, Mr. Tom Connor. This is time where you say something.
It is my honors. We're flying solo tonight. It's a bachelor pad.
Oh, yeah. Mecca will be along later. I think.
Yeah,
we need our token estrogen. Otherwise, we'll call misogynist.
Yeah, we are. Oh, what a day! What a day! What a day! What a day!
So like Jack Nicholson. Oh, what a day! Chris Persia. Yes, preparation is for the week. Will.
Oh, Lord of me.
There we go. Hey, we managed to.
Well, you didn't have Becca's introduction either to cut in the doom.
Where the heck's my pen? I got a pen somewhere.
I don't know what the hell you do with your pen, Rob. I ain't your goddamn secretary. All right. Well, welcome to the show. How's everybody out there doing tonight in Chatland?
I say by the same. Yeah. How's everybody out there in Chatland? Yeah.
Chatland, Oregon.
Yeah, the Shlomo apocalypse. The first thing that goes during the Shlomo apocalypse is my supply of pens.
And your sand.
All right. Yeah. First your legs go. First your eyes go. Then your legs go. Then your friends go. There'll just be a sports reporter to say that. Okay, so let's jump right in. J.J. Abrams.
Oh, before we do that, we got a super chat.
We do? Oh boy.
The cha-ching.
Ka-ching.
This is how unprepared we are. If we were ever prepared, you guys would be scared as fuck. You wouldn't know what. Yeah. The show would be over in like 5 minutes. That's the other thing.
Yeah, we can start. Heidi ho! Get your bunker ready for the purge? No, actually, I don't. I'm going to take my chances.
They want to come after us. Let them. There's your cha-ching.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, though, for the super chat. We appreciate that, Mr. Wolverine 007.
Do I have the finger?
Yes, you do.
Mm-hmm.
So welcome, everybody in the chat. We appreciate you joining us this evening. We know you have several choices, and we're happy that you've decided to fly with Midnight's Edge After Dark. How high are you right now?
8 miles high, and when you come down, you'll find. How's the rest of the song go?
What are you people? On dope?
Yeah, I think we are. All right, let's do this.
You're fine.
I got a question. I actually got a question later for some people who've played, some of the people who play video games out there, but that's not till later. Okay, so so J.J. Abrams, he's still trying to convince people that he's talented.
Well, everybody thinks he's the next Spielberg.
He's doing a pretty good job at convincing people he is. I got my television volume is still up here. Okay, so it's down to 2 suitors apparently.
That's the
Apple and Warner Brothers. So this is from Variety. Can you put the article up, Tom? So you can.
I probably could.
Hold on.
I want to, though.
It's kind of scary. It's a scary indication of the times we live in. That's the thing. That
Variety we're going with.
yeah, right.
Variety. Okay, I got it. Go ahead.
Though no decision has been made, J.J. Abrams looks to be closing in on a destination for a new mega deal for his production company, Bad Reboot, which could be valued at nearly $500 million for J.J.
You say
Abrams.
a billion?
Yes, for J.J. Abrams. He makes a lot of
I
money.
tell people all the time. Yes, us in the fandom menace and YouTube community, and you guys out there in the chat. Oh, sure, a lot of us don't really care for him or know what he is, as Doomcock would call him, a cultural locust. But you got to remember, he's done nothing but pretty much make money for the studios.
He makes a lot of money in the short term. Wait, sources tell Variety that Warner Media is emerging as the frontrunner to land the filmmaker and TV mind behind Alias and Star Wars The Force Awakens. However, Apple is also said to be in strong contention for a deal that could be historic in scope. Variety first reported last November that several major players are courting Abrams for a massive deal that would encompass films, television, digital content, music, games, consumer products, and theme park opportunities. What? No prepackaged food or anything like that. No. I mean, come on, we got to cover everything, guys.
J.J. McAbrams,
alcoholic beverages. J.J. Abrams vodka.
That does sound like a fucking wine cooler. I drink J.J. Abrams because I can't get drunk for shit. I don't know. That was tough.
J.J. Abrams. It's like it's goes down smooth, but it's completely unsatisfying.
It will subvert your expectations. You will expect to get drunk, but you won't.
Variety first. Okay, yeah, all right. Besides Warner Media and Apple, Disney, Universal, and Netflix were also in the mix, each making its pitch to Abrams on why its studio was best suited for him. Competitors have deployed some of the highest level execs to pitch Abrams. Chief Executive Bob Iger led Disney's courtship of Abrams, leaning on a personal rapport developed during the production of 2 Star Wars films. Warner Media Chief John Stanky has been the point man for the company's efforts to hammer out a pact and has leaned heavily on Bad Reboot's pre-existing TV deals with Warner Brothers. Television, as well as the company's ability to offer a variety of landing spots for Abrams-backed content, from streaming platforms to theatrical events. And Comcast's courtship has brought in everyone from Universal Filmed Entertainment Group to NBC Universal CEO Steve Burke. In recent weeks, insiders at Disney and Comcast have begun to sense that Abrams will be taking his talents elsewhere, despite the fact that both companies offer theme park opportunities that are unmatched. And that's how boring the story is. Apple, meanwhile, has something else potentially to offer Abrams, its upcoming streaming service, which could benefit from some added sizzle. A deal with Abrams would also help its digital efforts to stand out from those of Disney, which is about to unveil Disney Plus, a new content offering that will boast exclusive access to new Marvel, Pixar, and Lucasfilm content. The courtship has been so intense that one freewheeling whining and dining session of spitballing and ego stroking was likened by studio executives to The Bachelor, with jokes made between competitors about who among them received the rose. Despite Abrams' track record of producing water cooler shows such as Lost and hit movies such as Super 8, there are skeptics who note that he's better at rebooting franchises such as Star Trek and Star Wars than he is at creating them out of whole cloth. Suitors have yet to be told that Abrams has found a home, but they do expect a decision to be announced early this summer. Abrams' deal with Warner Brothers TV, which he originally signed in 2006, is up in 2019. A separate film-related pact with Paramount, also forged in 2006, expires in March of 2020.
Is that also when the actual Bad Robot deal ends too? Interesting. So yeah, we could read between a lot of the lines here. We could speculate a lot. We could theorize, but we really just don't give a shit. That's the big thing. I mean,
That's what it all comes down to.
Specious, but it really boils down to it doesn't really matter where JJ decides to squat and pick his home. They're fucked. He's just going to screw up something else. So just don't let him have Looney Tunes or Gremlins.
We have early audience reaction to this deal, and this is what we surveyed our audience, and this is what they had to say. Of course, they were so angry, they were stunned into silence, and then they roused. See, the angry mobs are forming outside the Midnight's Edge Studios and outside Shabby Road.
But you're sure JJ? You sure it's all about JJ?
No, they're pretty pissed off at me. Yeah, they're pretty pissed off at me. Yeah. How dare you not have
anything else to really say about this?
Not particularly.
I mean, we kind of aren't surprised that sooner or later we were going to hear something. I'm a little more surprised that Warner Brothers seems to be the front runner besides Apple. I really thought Disney would have still been in the mix, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mr. Wolverine says, nobody cares where the wind takes the fart, just as long as it's away. That's right. I like that.
You know what? Screw you guys. I don't even know you.
Oh, JJ, come on.
We don't know you either, JJ. Do we want to? I don't know.
No.
I mean, you seem like an all right guy, I guess, but what's next, Rob? What's on the agenda?
I don't know. What is next on the agenda?
You're talking something about Fan 4 Stick. Or you can do
Fan 4 Stick. Let's do the Fan 4 Stick because this is interesting. Now, I don't know if any of you guys in the audience heard about this, but there has been some rumblings. As we all know, there's a couple empty slots on the Disney release schedule, on the Marvel release schedule. And one of them is actually a 2022 slot. So we got this covered. Has this story. Actually, it's been reported by a couple other outlets. There may very well be a Fantastic Four reboot for 2022. And a familiar face might be directing it.
That's what we hear, but it's a possibility, I guess. I don't know. Tell us all about this, Rob.
Tom, you sound a little sluggish today.
I have had those days where I'd like to just punch somebody in the face. Preferably what I'm pissed at.
That could only be me.
No, he's underage and my kid, so I can't.
Oh, jeez. Well, we have to do it.
Away.
No. we have to do it vicariously, though. So we have to, instead of your kid, let's punch Ryan Johnson a little bit.
He is kind of like a kid.
Yeah, he is. So.
Son of it.
So.
That's what happens when you kick him in the nuts.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to get the whip for Ryan Johnson.
Damn it! Stop hitting me!
No, Ryan. No, Ryan. No.
Stop it, Dodo!
No. You have this coming to you, Ryan.
That hurt, you butt licker!
Okay, I think he's had enough.
I think he's had enough.
Okay.
Let's talk about this Fantastic Four business.
Okay. Since he launched Ant-Man onto the big screen several years ago, Peyton Reed has always flirted with the idea of developing a Fantastic Four movie of his own. Should the stars align, said film would bring Marvel's first family into the 1960s, where they become part of the fabric that makes up New York City. It's an awesome pitch, and it seems it may now materialize, and soon. According to a new report from Geeks Worldwide, the studio is looking to reboot the Fantastic Four in time for 2022, when Kevin Feige and company will launch the beloved heroes into theaters and hope for a better outcome than their last few outings. Meanwhile, MCU Cosmic backs up these claims. and says that the project is a high priority for Marvel due to the fact that the property means a lot to them, given that they were Stan Lee's first superhero creation. And the best part, apparently it's already been a director attached. Peyton Reed, along with his 1960s pitch. Really? Wow, that's big news.
I'd be on board
See?
for that. Yes.
Yeah. Well, so why not? We have unfortunately, no casting was mentioned in either report, but if true, we imagine things will heat up soon. And if Reed is indeed the one who'll be calling the shots, that's certainly good news. After all, he's already shown that he has a firm grasp on the property and understands why the last few Fantastic Four movies failed. Fantastic Four. What was that?
I was going to say, isn't that kind of what we had said a couple months ago? Like, it would be neat if they set it in the 60s and you can connect it with what's his face's character, Hank Pym.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe I just forgot his fucking name.
Michael Douglas, Hank Pym. Fantastic Four in the Peyton Reed's saying this. Fantastic Four in the comics was always the pinnacle of Marvel, the crown jewel. They were the first family of Marvel comics, Reed said a few years ago. Two existing film versions did massive pendulum swings from each other. One was very pitched towards younger kids, very broad, and the second was a much darker version of it. I just personally like they have not forgotten the tone right. I'm sorry. I personally feel. Where did I get this? I actually read that wrong. I just personally feel.
Proofread yourself, Rob.
Proofread myself. Rob, proofread your shit. I just personally feel like they have not gotten the tone right. And man, it's a bummer. I think the tone has got to be one of optimism, and you've got to take it seriously. Whether it's Reed at the helm or not, it'll certainly be a tough task to get things right. After all, the Fantastic Four have a pretty unfortunate track record when it comes to film adaptations. From officially unreleased 1994 versions to the 2015 box office disaster that director Josh Trank probably wishes went unreleased. Though now, that's a burn. Though now, that group is finally home where they belong. Maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to get Fantastic Four movies we deserve.
Well, on the Fan4stick front, he's distanced himself from that movie. Not that it matters. It fucked up his career. Let's face it. But he has basically not taken claim for the cut that's out there. As far as the other Fantastic Four movies, yeah, it's pretty fucking sad that the best of the bunch has been the unreleased 94 movie. I mean, as hokey as it is, at least they tried. At least it feels like a Fantastic Four movie. At least Doctor Doom feels like Doctor Doom. You know, it has some elements, don't get me wrong, but it's still better than that fucking other two. I don't know. The only good thing about the Silver Surfer one was what's his face from Star Trek and all the Guillermo movies. Jesus. Doug Jones playing
Doug Jones
with the voice of I mean, you really didn't need to get the voice of Morpheus, but what difference does it make?
Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Oh, there's a story here that's sort of on my linked on this page. Captain Marvel producer addresses whether Carol will come out as gay. Do we want to do that one or not?
Do we really want to do that one? It's going to get us shut down.
No, I don't. I really don't.
So yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to a
really
Fantastic Four movie. Let's talk about this first. And you kind of called it if it's true. You said that one of those open slots in either 21 or 22 is probably going to be the Fantastic Four. Not that it's like duh. You know, I'm not going to totally give you credit for that, but at the same time, you have brought it up before. I think it's neat that we brought up the same kind of concept as this. If this is what they go with. Someone said in the chat something about Brad Bird doing it for Disney Plus as a TV series. I wouldn't necessarily be against that either. But Peyton Reed, I liked the first Ant-Man. I know it's not the most popular of the Marvel movies, and yeah, it's probably not in my top 10. Maybe it's in my top 10, but I liked it. I didn't hate the second movie. The only issue I really had with the second movie was it should have come out before Endgame or Infinity War, not Endgame. So, you know, it just felt like filler at that point. I don't know. That's just me though. But I don't know what you think about the subject. I don't know if you've seen the first one or something.
I've seen the first Ant-Man. I love the first Ant-Man. It's very good. It's very, very entertaining.
Yeah, I think he has the sentimentality, the humor to cover. Because you got to have a little bit of a sense of humor for fans. Oh, let's hurry up, randoms here so we can get done.
Oh, okay, randoms here. Yeah. But the whole thing about come on, this was hey Mecca.
Hi. I didn't know you were doing a show. I just got a Hangout link, and then you were around a half hour later. And,
See?
no. I can show you. I can show you what I got here.
Oh yay! You got something?
Yeah. So, yeah, this. That's all I saw. I saw last night, and then I saw a Hangout link. I didn't know we had to stream. And then you were around 22 minutes ago, and yeah, I just got back dealing with some stuff, so sorry.
Come
on, no, you don't be sorry. I always say, we're the last guys you need to apologize to.
No, I just don't want to. I don't want like you thinking like if you sent me a message, I didn't get it. So
okay,
well, yeah.
Hey, shit happens. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Don't worry. But we're talking about the Fantastic Four. There may be a Fantastic Four movie by 2022, and it looks like Peyton Reed might direct it. I don't want to toot my own horn here and say, oh yeah, I called this, but this is kind of an easy one to predict, really, if you think about it. So,
yeah,
but,
we did the J.J. Abrams story before that, which is kind of a non-story, but it is.
Yeah, like I said, this is kind of an easy. This was kind of an easy one to predict. I mean, like I said, you know they're gonna reboot the Fantastic Four at some point.
Oh, they have to. They have to. That's like such a cash cow. So many people want one, and they want it done well. They want it in the MCU. Is what they want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they definitely. Yeah. And like I said, bringing them into the 60s is probably a natural fit because, like I said, it links it to Hank Pym and it links it to all the other. It gives the Marvel Cinematic Universe some deeper sense of history. Like, hey, these guys were always kind of around. Superheroes were always kind of around in the MCU.
Well, you could almost have something set up to where they get stuck in the quantum realm or something like that too. And then in a sequel, you could bring them into the modern age. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like at the end of part 1 or 2, they get stuck in the quantum realm somewhere. And to them, it's only a few days or a couple of weeks or whatever. And then, Ant-Man or Hank Pym finally finds them or something like that and brings them back. And it's now after Endgame and all that shit. And they're kind of the heroes we might not need right now. And it could also be a way to kind of introduce the Fantastic Four. We brought that up before, or X-Men as well. We brought that up before, but Speaking of X-Men, did we want to talk about that crap? I didn't watch the fucking
which crap is that?
Yeah, that clip with
I didn't watch the fucking clip yet.
Yeah.
It's a non-story, really. I mean, she's this Alonzo person is. No, listen, she's smart for Hollywood smart, but she's not smart. I don't think she really understands the history of the comic. It's not. Let me make a little note over here. Just 218. She knows movies, but she doesn't really understand that when they talk about X-Men, it's not as in men with a penis men. It's men as in humankind. Mm-hmm. That's the whole thing.
Right. See, that's where I was like, when I was complaining about this today, I'm like, okay, don't they realize that it is a brand as well. It's not only like it's not anti-women. There, nobody thinks it's all males when they think the X-Men. My first image is of Storm. Or
the original X-Men is one of the more diverse groups in comic books.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at. Like, nobody says it's exclusive, and I was comparing like manhole. Nobody. We spent like a little bit of time in the 1990s complaining about this, where we need to, it's the mail carrier or letter carrier instead of mailman, and it's it's manhole, it's person hole instead of manhole. No, it just got too ridiculous to the point where stop you have to stop treating your audience like they're stupid. You have to realize that your audience are a bunch of smart people out there who are knowing that it's not exclusive of women. We know that. You guys know that. Most of the time, the branding alone is it's like a brand name. It doesn't mean men, you know. At least in my opinion, and of course your point is represents humankind, and that's why I was never had a problem with like the moon landing either, because he's saying like mankind. Same thing with Star Trek, where no man has gone before, as in mankind, you know, right?
Well, and they changed it later on to where no one has gone before, but that one's a little easier to kind of change, and that's kind of it. It's like it's not so much a derogatory like way of saying, oh, it's just the men that matter. No, I get that. That's kind of goes without saying, and that just goes into more of the stupidity that some of these idiots out there who perpetuate this bullshit don't even see how fucking stupid they sound, but they think they're being all noble and leading some fucking crusade for something when they're just sound like an idiot, really. And I'm sure this is the kind of stuff that's going to get us deplatformed, but you know what? It needs to be said because we're talking about fellow pundits. We're talking about, in our case at Midnight's Edge, fellow reporters, because Mecca is a pure, you know, opinion channel pretty much. So, and After Dark in a way is more of an opinion channel. Don't get us wrong. But again, we don't want to get into all the hullabaloo that's going on with YouTube right now. So that's kind of neither here nor there when it comes to this, but it does in the same time, because you got to step up and say something about this stupidity. This reminds me of the shit with fucking To Kill a Mockingbird, when they wouldn't let the school do it because the N-word was in the script. It's like, well, yeah, it's in there for a reason. It's not like there's no context around it. Same thing with the school that wouldn't let them watch a Cool Runnings because they're like, oh, it's racist. It's like, no, it's about guys rising above racism, and not only racism, xenophobia and shit like that.
Locationism, yeah.
Well, that's what xenophobia.
Yeah, I know. But yeah,
It makes me feel uncomfortable. Good. I'm glad you feel uncomfortable. You're supposed to feel uncomfortable when you watch or read A Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, you're supposed to be upset when people are just complete jerks with racism and horrible to other people based on the color of their skin. And that's one of the things I always go on about on my channel is equality. You know, once we start treating people like people and not like the color of their skin, you know, like Star Trek Today tweeted out something where they're basically toting out Wilson Cruz as a token gay for Pride Month. Like, you know, hey, look at us. We have a gay character on the show. Happy Pride Month. And to which, of course, somebody replied with his tirade that was hate speech against old rich white men, you know, which was kind of hilarious.
Congratulations for pulling out your circus freak of the week.
Yeah.
Get up, me.
Can I share that? That's great. Here, I should show this.
Sure.
It's kind of hilarious because this is actually what, you know, so this is Star Trek, this is CBS celebrating Pride Month with our token Pride hire LGBT token gay, Wilson Cruz.
He's not even token gay anymore because of Tignataro.
Yeah, so of course Wilson Cruz has his little tirade, and shout out to Slothman again. He's one of our followers.
Black Trump's lesbian, Rob. Don't you know that?
So Wilson Cruz says, I don't want to repeat this because this is almost constitutes hate speech, but these rich, old, white, straight, cisgender men are not who they are. Hashtag F toxic masculinity, according to the Wilson Cruz there. Is this toxic
well, yeah, you're not some old, rich, white dude. You're some young, black, gay dude. What's your fucking... What is he ranting about?
I don't even remember. It was something political. It was in response to something political.
Well, I don't want to comment because I don't know the context.
Yeah, I know.
No, come
so
on,
much
man.
love pouring from the... Whoops. There you go.
Sorry.
Shit we don't want to get into anyway.
Yeah.
All I gotta say is Wilson Cruz, be the bigger person, please.
Jesus Christ.
You're supposed to be setting a good example. Be the bigger person. Rise above it.
I just don't understand this. Since when does trying to gain equality mean you got to tear somebody else down?
Exactly.
Or tear another race down, or tear another sex down, or tear, you know, whatever.
Yeah, and we don't want to point that out to pick on him specifically, but just to kind of use that as an example of, you know, here is kind of the toxic tokenism in Hollywood, where they care so much more about the color of people's skin and instead of what they have to say and who they are and what they're contributing to society.
And I I like Wilson Cruz on that show when he's actually allowed to act and be the doctor. You know, he seems like an okay guy. I've seen interviews with him. He seems like a decent kind of guy. You know.
Well, here's one thing. Mecca knows I have nothing against gay people at all, right?
Right. None of us here do. None of us here do.
But here's the thing. Why is it such a big deal where gay people or lesbians or whatever do in their fucking bedroom? I don't get people asking me what the fuck I do in my bedroom. They just assume I'm straight and they don't fucking ask. Why is it such a big goddamn deal?
Right.
Because people just be fucking people.
Because they want to pat themselves on the back and say, "Look at us, we're so accepting, we're so accepting, aren't we so good?" And they, it's not for us, it's not for the public, it's for their Hollywood friends.
Like I said, they're calling these people out like a circus freak of the week, saying, "Here you go, look at what we have." It might as well be a chicken boy.
chicken boy. Oh God.
And I'm not trying to demean gay people in any way, and I hope people understand what I'm saying here. And I hope some people out there who are gay or black or whatever start saying, "Hey, wait a minute, quit making a fucking, example of us or using us as poster children." I don't want to be a
that's what I do on my channel. Because I'll say it. Yeah, I am LGBT. I'm bisexual. I don't like them using me as an example. I don't want CBS to say all people in the LGBTQ plus category like Star Trek Discovery because it represents them. I am not represented by that show. It is far beneath my intelligence as a human being. And, it insults my cat's intelligence. It insults my plastic monster's intelligence, to be perfectly honest. Right?
You guys know who Bob Mould is? He was in the Husker Du. Oh yeah, Bob. Yeah, he once said, I read a Rolling Stone interview with him. He said a lot of people are because he's openly gay. Yeah. He said a lot of people are very upset with him because he refuses to take part in a lot of these pride events. He goes, "Listen, man, I'm a musician. I don't want to carry anybody's flag. All right, it's not what I do."
Right.
And you know what? Yeah, you could be upset at him for saying that, and but at the same time, you gotta respect the guy's decision.
Well, let's look at it this way. Oh, go ahead.
No, this is just a music question. I was gonna say he went on to the band Sugar, right?
Yeah, Sugar. Yeah,
okay.
Copper Blue.
Yeah,
I saw him once, 35 minutes, and he acted like it was like he wanted to be anywhere else. Half the songs he played weren't on the record. No Husker Du, no solo material, nothing from Black Sheets of Rain.
Wow.
Nothing from the I can't remember the name of the other album was. And I liked Black Sheets of Rain too. That was a good album.
Yeah, because that's so weird. Because your what that song "Tell Me I'm Your Favorite Thing" that popped into my head the other day too, and I couldn't. It just went in and really quickly, and now we're talking about Sugar. That's so weird.
Well, yeah. What I was gonna say though is this last weekend here, Rocket Man came out, and it had the first on-screen gay sex scene, I guess, in a major motion picture. I'm assuming 100 of them in gay scenes and independent films. That's probably why they had to say that. But it really hasn't got a lot of headlines other than, "Oh, look at this. It's diverse." Because I'll tell you what, 10 years ago, we got a million different headlines, that's for sure. And that's a little bit of progress is what I was getting to. But yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, absolutely. Like, I think the other thing is we know Elton John is gay, and I think we would expect to see his love life as part of the movie. Same thing with Bohemian Rhapsody. Same thing with any of it. Especially because we are so accepting.
Rocket Man at all. It's not even because it's rated R, unlike Bohemian. They get way into it. Or however you were phrasing, whatever you were supposed to say.
Nobody wants to see my love life portrayed on screen. Trust me.
But I love this. What Black Phoenix says. He goes, "Chicken Boy is my favorite X-Men character."
Johnny Sunglasses is mine.
Oh shit! And then Slithering Peanut. It's victim for points. Yeah, victim of this, victim of that. Your mama's too crazy and your daddy's too fat. Get over it. That's all I say. I'm getting so sick of this shit with people and the victim culture we live in nowadays too.
Yep.
Everybody's got it hard. Everybody's got it rough. Unless you're in that top 1%, guess what? We're all in the boat together. They're on a completely different boat than us. And if you really want to go out there and, carry a flag. That's fine. Do what you want to do. I'm not trying to stop anybody from doing that. That's not what this is about. But if you're going to sit there and trot out somebody and try and get some diverse points and treat them like a circus freak, somebody's got to call it like it is. I'm sorry, and I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Workbook was the name of the previous album from Bob Mould. Workbook with See a Little Light on it.
Mm.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that song.
I think I've heard him since the 90s, though. Since probably Sugar.
And that's why people hang around me to bring that stuff up.
Bringing back all the obscure 90s. I listened to more Smithereens yesterday, and I'm like, I forgot how good they were.
Yeah, they
Holy
were.
crap! Just to
Robin Wilson of the Jim Blossoms was touring as their new lead singer.
okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, do we want to keep going on? We've beaten this to death. Just like I said, no. Thank God, if when they make Midnight's Edge the movie, there will be no gratuitous scenes depicting Robot Shlomo's sex life, because I will demand they do not include that. Nobody wants to see that. Lots of
Well, that's because there aren't any.
Yeah, exactly. That was disappointing. See, that was disappointing.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh.
Keep laughing. I got something for you. There you go. You will behave.
You got to be careful not to leave marks this time.
I have one too for you.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't. That was for both of you, actually.
Oh, for God's sake.
And Rob. Rob, you got
somebody in the chat saying, hold on. I don't care about I don't care about of your sex lives. They care of the art making. There was an exhibit at some gallery in New York one time, showed different couples, different couples having sex. Well, simulated sex, not the actual sex, but they had a straight couple, they had a lesbian couple, and they had a gay couple. And Howard Stern was like, "That's art. Come on, that's not art." I see. He's like, "I see that on 42nd Street." This is back when they're porn theaters, and he starts humping. On
Pornhub, but yeah.
Yeah, he starts humping on Ralph the Makeup Man. Look, we're making art. We're making art. So, look, we're making art. I think the guy's name was Art in that thing. Okay, we talked enough about this.
Let's move on.
Yeah,
what else?
Okay.
There was something else I thought you sent me.
Well, I didn't send it. I bet. There was, what else did I send you? There was an explosion. What was that?
That was a callback. I said, besides your penis.
Rob's penis.
I'll get on Rob's penis again tonight.
Where's on Rob's penis?
Why are you planning another Jackbox stream?
I can if we want.
I don't got nothing going on other than work.
That's hysterical.
Shit,
Okay.
might as well. I'm too
on.
baked to do my Bill and Ted video anyway.
Fine,
I have Bill and Ted stuff. Oh my god, I have Bill and Ted news.
What do you do? What's that?
I can't get into it now. It's a sort of a theory video. It's sort of a I think I found something that we missed, and you missed something, and I found something, and I'm awesome. And I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good. And I'm excited. I think it's gonna be good.
Why don't you tell me then?
I think it's gonna be good. I'll tell you off air.
Oh, all right. I'll let you have that.
Yes.
You're lucky it's just theory. Otherwise I'd be like, spill the beans.
No.
You're lucky we like you enough to. Otherwise, we have
torture you.
Yeah.
You guys don't like me. You just put up with me because I have more subs. No, I don't know.
Maybe.
Oh, you're wrong. We only put up with you because we got boobs.
That's true.
We're gonna go on YouTube, man. So.
Hold on, Tom. I'll get it out. I'll get it out of her. Speak, woman. Speak. You will speak.
I'm gonna say she ain't gonna speak. She's just gonna keep her mouth shut. She likes it. Tell her you're not gonna speak her.
There's a girl in one of the games I play. She's like, "Oh, tell me how to bitch and spank me."
Oh, Saren Kagura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
gotta get that game.
There's many games. You gotta get all the games. They're amazing.
Oh, I want the one you were playing. That one when you
grab them. That's on the Switch only. Yeah. Oh, there's one coming out. Oh, and there's another one on Switch that I ordered. Is Pinball with the Booby Girls. Booby Girl Pinball is coming out in July.
Okay, well, well, I want to do this story. There was an explosion on the set of Bond
Yeah.
25. What a segue. From booby girls to booby girls, Bond girls,
There's an
Bond girls.
explosion involved in booby girls, if you ask me.
Giggity.
Just a few weeks after Daniel Craig suffered an ankle injury while filming Bond 25, working title Shatterhand, that was debunked. I thought that was debunked. I read that it's not being titled Shattered Hand. Anyway, in Jamaica, another onset mishap has resulted in structural damage and at least one injury.
It was called shattered ankle.
Yeah, well, it is now.
Anybody knows that? Because he broke his ankle.
Yeah. A tweet posted to the official Bond account today said, during the filming of a controlled explosion on the set of Bond 25 today at Pinewood Studios, damage was caused to the exterior of the 007 stage. There were no injuries on set. However, one crew member outside the stage has sustained a minor injury. Reporting by The Sun has an anonymous source saying, there were 3 loud explosions, one after the other, and a member of the crew was lying on the floor outside the building injured.
And boom, there's the dynamite.
Good one. A stunt was being rehearsed wherein a fireball was supposed to go through the set, but apparently things went horribly wrong. According to The Sun, part of the roof and some wall panels were blown off in the explosion. Misfire. Craig, meanwhile, is taking a few weeks to recover following minor ankle surgery that he needed after hurting himself during a stunt. The actor was said to be running and then slipped and fell awkwardly. As of now, there have been no significant changes to the production schedule as a result of these recent issues. Okay, so more bad news. Bond 25. They still don't have an official
This movie's
title.
fucking cursed.
I'm telling you, man.
Like, this is like worse than the Poltergeist curse on this fucker. It's
Right?
like God is telling you not to make this fucking movie.
I know, right?
Like the signs are all there, and I'm not even a religious man here. But
How
I'd be
does
like, if I was on the set, I'd be like, I don't know, man. There's some higher entity that's telling us to just not do this. Just let's while we're ahead.
Something's up here.
Before somebody dies, let's just call it a day.
Let's take a step back. Maybe start again. Yep.
Give it a year.
Yeah, make another Bond movie. Maybe just not this one.
Something is telling you that this is just not meant to be, I think. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some very chaotic, filming of films back in the day that turned out to be really great movies. Don't get me wrong, but this is just some shit where sooner or later somebody's got to say, wait, somebody's going to get hurt, like bad. I don't know. It's just almost as bad as The Crow. No shit.
Yeah, I know. And yeah, like I said, there's been chaotic movie sets, but I'm like, I haven't heard of this much trouble on a movie set in
other than the corporate bullshit. Yeah, I mean, this is some like just random fucking scary shit. That or somebody's sabotaging this fucking movie.
Well, that was the plot of a season of on season 7 of Archer that they were sabotaging the movie set because it was insured for more money than they were going to take in. So I wouldn't. Nah, that's fraud. That's insurance fraud. No way they do that. But Pinewood Studios is huge. Pinewood Studios, the 007 soundstage was actually the largest movie soundstage in the world at one time. Not sure what it is now. So that's to cause damage. That's got to be a pretty big bang.
Well, yeah, and who did what wrong? Because that's the other thing is most of the time these pyrotechnics, they're supposed to be pretty well controlled. Like you have to. I mean, they test this shit. They go and you're supposed to make sure shit's safe. You have about a dozen guys that check shit over, and that's what you pay the big bucks for. These guys, to come in and make sure your explosions work right. It's basically like a concert, These pyrotechnics need to go off this close to an actor, and I'm going like 2 feet away. My hands are here. I don't have a thing on. They got to go off this close to an actor and not kill them. So yeah, that's your job. You're very it's very important that you make sure this shit works right. If something like that's happening, somebody didn't do their fucking job. That's all I'm gonna say.
I have there's a list here of all the movies that have been filmed on a 007 sound stage. You want to hear a few of them?
I think Star Wars.
Go for it.
Actually, The Spy Who Loved Me, Superman the Movie, Moonraker, Superman 2, Clash of the Titans, Dragon Slayer, For Your Eyes Only, Krull, Octopussy, Superman 3, and Legend, the forest scene from Legend, Arena, the concert film, Santa Claus the Movie, Santa's Workshop, View to a Kill, Zoran Silicon Mine.
That's cute.
Little Shop of Horrors. Little Shop of Horrors, Skid Row set, Batman, the Batcave scene from 1989's Batman, Alien 3, the Blast Furnace scene, Interview with the Vampire, Theater of Vampires, Mary Riley, Mission Impossible, full-size TGV model filmed against a green screen for the Channel Tunnel chase sequence, Event Horizon, second containment area, Fifth Element, interior of the spaceship, scene of big shootout, Tomorrow Never Dies, interior of Elliot Carver's stealth boat, HMS Devonshire, underwater set, Avengers.
All night if you say them all. Yeah.
Okay, let me get to a couple more recent ones. Skyfall, Last Passenger, Jack Ryan, Maleficent, Cinderella, Everest, Spectre, Assassin's Creed, Emmerdale, Star Wars: The Last Jedi, the Kento Bite casino scene, Solo: A Star Wars Story, Corellian Spaceport. Okay, and
redress that.
Yeah, and the 007 soundstage has actually there was a fire in 2006 and it's been rebuilt. Let's see, Die Another Day was the Da Vinci Code, the Louvre. Yeah, they rebuilt the Louvre Gallery set in there.
You forgot horny hippos, according to Black Phoenix. That's the best.
Backdoor Sluts 9. Casino Royale, Venice Piazza, an interior of sinking hotel. Yeah, so yeah, a lot of shit. A lot of stuff's been filmed on the 007 soundstage. Pinewood Studios, yes, Pinewood Studios.
Deep Throat movies filmed there too. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So yeah, somebody reminded in the chat, I think it was Slithering Peanut, that you had a video game question.
Okay, yeah. Has anybody played Conquer? What was it? Conquer Locked and Reloaded?
No, I played the original Conquer's Bad Fur Day.
Okay, but you might be able to answer this question. Why was he in the D-Day invasion in the second game? Because I didn't play the first game, and I'm having trouble finding a good answer. He says he was hit on the head. Did they Shanghai him?
I don't know. I know part of the game was like super bloody, and they had like a lot of the shootout. I never played the second game. I thought the second game was just like a remake, wasn't it?
I don't know. I don't know. But there's the whole D-Day thing, and like this is pretty gruesome. Like, what the hell's going on here?
Conquer's Bad Fur Day was so gruesome. That was the point of it. It opens up like it's an R-rated game. It opens up with a Clockwork Orange sort of tribute,
but it's obviously hung around cute little bunnies and shit.
Yeah, he's a squirrel. He's adorable. I think I still have my T-shirt of when I pre-ordered
stories I used to write. Okay, this is gonna make me sound really fucking stupid, but we used to have a stupid daily journal in English class when I was like in 5th or 6th grade. I can't remember which anymore. And I got sick of just writing. I went to school today. I went home. I watched TV. I went to bed. It got fucking boring. So I told her, I'm just going to start writing shit. And you don't like it, I'm sorry, but I'm just going to start. And I started writing the story in the book. So every day I'd keep writing a story. And it was like, once upon a time, there was a rabbit and a toad. And the rabbit beat the toad till, within an inch of its life and urinated all over its head. And I did everything, it was like telling it like a little kid's story, but it was this horrible fucking abusive rabbit beating the hell out of this toad all the time. And she said, this stuff is sick and deprived, but I got to give you credit for actually doing, going through the trouble of doing this like you did, I guess. I don't know. I got some kind of extra point for it. I know it's fucking weird, but it went on for like the whole year. Like, it was a long ass story, and it was just the same thing over and over and over. It was just more like, how was Rabbit gonna beat the hell out of Toad today?
Sounds fun.
Or con somebody, like Turtle or whatever. It was just all a bunch of like random animals in the forest or what. Just like a children's book.
Yeah, we got a $5 super chat from Captain Hare.
Ka-ching.
Yeah, I was waiting to get to that. Sorry.
Maybe Daniel Craig is doing to Bond what you thought Jon Stewart was doing to The Daily Show, blowing it up on his way out. Yeah, maybe. I'm going to ruin this for the next guy who's going to come in here. $2 from the Rookie Critic.
Ka-ching.
Hey, streaming with Mary, we're battling you. No, it's a friendly. We're not battling anymore.
No, we're gonna end soon anyway. I knew she was going on. I didn't want to go this late, but there was a few things we had to do first.
Oh, and
Yeah.
Slithering Peanut does say that Locked and Reloaded was a remake of Bad Fur Day. So yeah, I remember they had like the D-Day sort of scene in there. And I think it was just because it was super violent and brutal. That was the only reason to have it. Just have like a super violent, brutal battle.
Yeah. Rookie Critic, another $2 super chat. Ka-ching. Thanks for coming on early.
Phrasing. Boom!
So
I was on the Rookie Critic show earlier with Mecca and Nerdrotic and God, all kinds of. There was a whole bunch of people on there. We were talking about all the stuff going on with YouTube and the whole deplatforming thing and whatnot. It was just I came in real late like Mecca did, but yeah, it was just this big. We had all kinds of people there. Who else was there? There was like Sith Lord who's in the chat.
You came in late.
Phrasing.
Fandom Menace author.
Don't I mean the next girl? Oh no, Alistair. No, it's not. Don't get me started about James Bond. I will.
Sounds like Looney Tunes time. Tom, kind of.
Yeah. So okay. Do you hold on, Patrick Ollinger, Rob? Do you ever wish you could create a hot woman just like Gary and Wyatt did in Weird Science?
Weird Science.
Who says I already have? Who says I haven't?
And that's why Rob doesn't get laid because they never fucked her either. She went
Science.
somebody else.
Yeah, but she taught them how to be men, though.
It's a stupid.
That's more
movie.
valuable.
It as much. It's okay.
It
But
is.
it is
It
kind
is
of
a stupid movie, but
it does not age well at all. I watched it not too long. I remember liking it, but
don't, Alistair, don't worry about it. I know it's a joke. Okay. Do we have any opinion about the new Men in Black movie? Yeah, it looks terrible. That's my opinion.
oh yeah, I was gonna bring that up earlier when we were talking about the whole men, women, X-Men thing because they make that joke in that movie too.
It's so cringe at this point. I'm so tired of it. Like, can we? It's like hearing the same joke your entire life, or eating the same flavor of ice cream for all eternity. You know, it's like, can I have something new? Can I have new? Can I try something new, please?
Mm-hmm. All right. Do
we have Good Science is good, guys. Don't get me wrong, but it's just not my favorite John Hughes movie, obviously.
Yo, man, let me tell you, on the telephone. What do you mean on the telephone? What do you mean on the telephone? See what they done. When Anthony
They would not be able to do that now. Well, they wouldn't even be able to make this movie now. If they made this movie, they'd role reverse it first of all, because then that would be okay.
Yeah,
because it's okay to objectify a guy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Chris Hemsworth would be the hot guy, and
that's okay. If Chris Hemsworth sniffing the glove, right?
Yeah, you get Chris Hemsworth to play the guy, and you get two quote unquote geeky girls. It would be geeky girls, so.
What's her name? Garfunkel and Oates, those two chicks.
I was thinking that, but they're too old.
Yeah.
You'd have to go with like someone like Millie Bobby Brown when she gets a little older here, someone in that region, kind of, and somebody else with her or something.
Yeah,
maybe.
All right. Actually, no.
There's my fucking ideas, Hollywood. It's a horrible goddamn idea.
Yeah, don't make that movie.
But okay. If we don't have anything else to talk about?
Yeah, we should probably get off here so people can hop over to Mary's. I didn't want to tread on her too much. So.
You want to get off here?
Phrasing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we want to set up a Jackbox after Mary's done?
Yeah, we can set up for a Jackbox after that.
All right. How long is Mary gonna be
on?
I just want to have one last thing.
Obviously, we didn't go to fucking Dark Phoenix. That's one thing. Sorry.
Oh, I'm not gonna see Dark Phoenix. I don't care.
I will not pay money for that to see that. I'm sorry. But there is one last thing I want to talk about. We lost a musical legend.
Oh yeah, that's sad. Yeah.
Dr. John has passed away.
Oh, holy crap.
Yeah. I saw Dr. John back in 1989 with Ringo and the All-Star Band. A guy who's always been around, never really could say a bad word about him. Sadly, not that old a man either. Let me just take this from Variety. Wrote quite a few good songs.
1931,
yeah. Dr. John, New Orleans, from New Orleans, Louisiana. Dr. John, flamboyant New Orleans singer, pianist, whose hoodoo-drenched music made him a summarizing figure of the Grand Crescent City R&B rock and roll tradition, died Thursday of a heart attack. At 7. That's terrible. Towards the break of day on June 6th, the iconic music legend Malcolm John Rebenak Jr., known as Dr. John, passed away of a heart attack. A statement on his social media pages said, "The family thanks all whom shared his unique musical journey and requests privacy at this time. Memorial arrangements will be announced in due course." Rebenak had already tallied more than a decade of experience as a session musician in his hometown of Los Angeles when he rose to solo fame in the late 60s after concocting his voodoo-influenced patois-laced persona of the Night Tripper.
This
in
is
their
the
history.
You probably know. Oh, go ahead. I thought you were done. I'm sorry.
Now, in the history of post-war New Orleans music, up from the cradle of jazz, Jason Berry, Jonathan Foose, and Tad Jones wrote richly of the artist they called a true original. Writers described him exclamatory, Dr. John, sunglasses, radiant colors, feathers and plumes, bones and beads around his neck, the crusty blues voice, rich voice in dialect cadences, and the man himself in motion, scattering glitter to the crowds, pumping the keyboard, a human carnival to behold. So, yeah, like I said, best known for the right place
that most people know. I'll try and not play too much.
Okay. I think it's enough. Yeah, I was in the right place. It must have been a long time.
Yeah, that's probably his most famous song.
Yeah. He also did a version of Desperado, The Serenade.
And that was because, and the only reason people probably even remember that song now is because it was in Dazed and Confused. So that kind of brought it back. Because it's probably one of those lost 70s tunes.
And he was also the influence. He was also the model for a certain Muppet. One of my favorite Muppets, Dr. Teeth.
That's right.
Take a look at the picture. Take a look at the picture of him.
That's true. Dr. Teeth. I love Dr. Teeth in the Electric Mayhem.
Yeah, take a look. That's Dr. Dr. Teeth right there. So Dr. John,
that's major influence on Dr. Teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Well, Dr. Teeth, Dr. John, Elton John probably too.
And the medicine band thing, and yeah, that was in the Electric Mayhem. And yeah, that whole thing. Oh yeah. It's not like Jim Henson. I'm sure Jim Henson and those guys got so fucking stoned. We don't even when they thought of this shit. He's probably sitting there. It'd be funny. If we take this guy and give him big teeth and call him Dr. Teeth. That's fucking horrendous, Jim. Pass that over. Actually, that's probably a good idea. Waka waka. Hey, you should use that.
Okay. Dr. John, sadly, no longer with us, age 77. So,
sorry, I didn't mean to take it into a funny place, but
that's fine. That's fine. I'm pretty sure he would have got a laugh out of that, though. Okay. Well, anyway, sorry to bring everybody down, but we're gonna head over to Mary's stream, and we're gonna.
And then Mecca's. Well, Mecca's setting up for 11 minutes.
We're gonna set up a jerk box stream.
Yeah, we might start a little late. We'll just
That sounds dirty.
jerk box.
I said
jerk box
on purpose. Yes.
Is that why I have two hands? Am I in the middle? Oh, I'm not in the middle. Yeah, I'm in the middle tonight.
I can tell that. Are you dreaming of your cross country skiing while you're sleeping in between your husband and his best friend? Ever heard that joke?
I don't remember.
It's called the punchline, but
stuck in the middle of you.
the setup is, of course, a husband and a wife and their friend are on vacation, and they get stuck in a hotel room together. And the next morning, the husband and the best friend waking up saying they felt like they've had the best night's sleep in their life, and blah blah blah, and I had a wonderful dream, and da 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 da. And the wife comes out and comes in and says, "All I had dreamed about was I went cross country skiing." Yeah, and the whole thing is, it's a bad joke.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's about as good a place. Bad joke. That's about a good place to wrap it up.
It's always a good place to wrap it up, isn't it?
Yes, it is. So you like what we do? Like, subscribe, click the bell icon. Main channel, like, subscribe, click the bell icon over there. Patreon, little as $1 a month, get you all kinds of bonuses. Bloopers, outtakes, lost episodes, behind the edge making videos, my 10-minute stand-up set, and more. You can head over to Patreon and you could support us there, or you could head over to Subscribestar, support us over there, or just send us money on PayPal. That's a ticket. Yeah, and check out our GoFundMe. We got some we got some stuff and got some exciting stuff, don't we?
The GoFundMe. Well, if they check out the GoFundMe, then you might as well tell them what it's for.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, tell you, we're raising cash to go to Star Trek Vegas. We're trying. Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to check us out or check that out and throw us a couple bucks, help us see if we can get there. That would be very helpful.
And let me tell you, I am not above eating Taco Bell for a few days.
Hey, there's a Taco Bell on the Strip with a bar.
Well,
really?
Shit, yeah. There you go. See?
Yes.
That's even better.
That's even better, isn't it? It's like right there on the Strip. It's like right next to like Paris and all those things. They got like a tower. They've got a.
Can I get an Anchor Steam there? Or?
I don't know. It's like a fruity like a daiquiri bar, like frozen fruity stuff. So, but I don't know.
I'll give that a try. All right, yeah. So check us out there. Like I said, give till it hurts. Okay, everybody. Mecca, tell them about your channel.
I am Mecha Random 42. I stand up for equality, and I call out the music, or not the music. God, the music industry, really, the movie industry and TV for picking on the fans, for being a bunch of babies. And I rant, and I have a very nice writing crop, and you'll subscribe to me or else.
That's right. That's right. You will.
Where's your fucking theme?
I'm waiting for the or else part. I'm curious to find out what
Where's
there it is.
Very loud.
Yeah, you enjoy that a little too much.
Good at it. Then she was innocent talking back.
Okay. All right, everybody. Like I said, we're gonna be playing Jackbox in a little while.
Yeah, I got it set up for like 7:30, but we can start it at 8 if you want. We can start at 8.
All right. Well, whatever.
Yeah. Let
everybody.
Set up. We'll let them wait. Let them wait for us.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they'll wait. All right, everybody. That's over there. Check us out playing Jackbox.
Check out Mary's stream until
check out Mary's stream. Yes. Check out Mary's stream. Yes. We'll catch you in a little bit.
I like big Asian butts, and I cannot lie.